All right, the time has come to finally make a video on my, I think it's a 74 Chevrolet C50 that I bought for $500. And this one has a little work bed and welder on the back. And it obviously needs a little bit of work right now. Picked this sucker up so that I could have something to pull my trailer with. I own a 18-footer PJ bumper pull that I picked up at an auction, and my little 1500 Suburban from 2000 doesn't really like to give it a pull every now and then. So something this big is definitely enough to move a little car trailer. But obviously there's going to be some work involved here. Come up here to the engine bay, and inside looks like a relatively early generation of 350. I know for a fact it's a 350 in there, but it's one of the earlier generations. And this is all just a mess in here. You got your single pot brake reservoir right here. There's a bunch of mouse crap all over the engine. The engine that hasn't ran in decades probably. So let's check that real quick. The last time this vehicle was tagged was 94, and that was under a farm plate. So it's been quite a good couple of years since this thing has ever seen the road, it seems. But I've kind of messed around with it. My oldest brother, he owned this before me. He bought this in hopes of using it as a welding rig of some sorts and all that. And he just never got around to it. He's got things going on in his life, and this sucker just wouldn't work. So the engine is locked up, and he's put ATF and stuff like that down the cylinders to try and break it loose. It didn't work. I bought it from him, and I put brake fluid down the cylinders and let it sit for a while. It still didn't work. I think this sucker is just broken on the inside. Something broke on the inside and just locked the whole thing up. I don't think this is a simple fix. So if I had to guess, I might either have to swap the motor out or take this sucker out and rebuild it. And to do that, there'd be a lot of taking apart here. All this front end would have to come off, so it'd make it easy enough to pull it out. But either way, it's a nice rig. I just wish it would work a little better. So there's going to be a lot of work to go in this. And this one, instead of an air cleaner, this one has a oil bath on it, which I'm surprised. I thought it would have had an air cleaner of some sort, but nope. Let's go over here. You can already see the rust has already eaten into this thing a lot. And this sucker's running some pretty big rims and tires on it. What does that say? Hercules Herc-Mile tires. I have no clue if those are even in production anymore. Down in here, you see the big old leaf spring and the simple steering mechanism and all that. Back when vehicles were made a little more simpler, there's your steering box. Looked like it had some rhino liner or something of the sort up in these fenders here. That might be factory. Oh, I think we might have a wasp nest or something up in here. Gotta be careful. You got your nice Chevy C50 emblem right there. Go hop in here. Interior isn't much to write home about. You got your bench seat, which you don't get anymore, sadly. Slide on in here. Your gauges are messed up. You might not know how fast you're going, obviously. Got a few cobwebs and stuff here. You can see I've cleaned up some of these windows here, except for that one. That's how every single window was. This side of the windshield isn't cleaned off either. I don't know what it is, but I don't know the name of the glass cleaner, but it eats it up pretty well. And gives it a nice clean. Because this side's been cleaned and I can see out of it just fine, minus the spider web cracks here. On this side, it's still very foggy. And this one, it looks like there ain't even a window right there. Anyways, back in here, you got your simple stuff. This looks more like the interior of an old square body that's probably been repurposed during engineering to come in here with wipers, lights, choke. Your ignition switch is right here, all your gauges. What do we got? I'm trying to see here. I can't read through most of this, but these two are the same of some sort. This one, I don't know. One of these, I think, is an air tank. I think there was air in this truck at some point. You got your miles per hour. Obviously, you got your speedometer, and you got your fuel gauge right there. And I have the worst luck with radios in vehicles. Every single vehicle I end up getting is missing a radio most of the time. You can just see this dash has been cooked by the weather, and there's some welding rod up here. Someone's forgotten. This leather looks like it needs some Jergens put on it bad. And I assume this is a speaker for your radio and your defrosters up here for your windshield. But it's just been cooked. And this one is a manual, so very good anti-theft system for kids these days. Little center console cigarette box. I don't smoke, so receipts and change can go in there. Oh, Lord have mercy. That ain't good. That's going to need cleaned up quite good in the future. If it'll close. Okay. Just stay shut. That one's got a mind of its own. Yeah, this sucker is in need of repair. I don't even have a gas pedal. I just got what's left of it. It'll probably work. So like I say, you got your gas, your brake. That ain't good. Your clutch. 2 out of 3 moves. That ain't too bad. And then up here, you got your button for your high and low beams. There's your parking brake. Hopefully that sucker will come off. That's down at the floor. Yikes. Got your little vents here. Shift pattern on this. You got first, second, third, fourth, and reverse. So this is a 4-speed transmission, obviously. And it doesn't really like first. Oh, wait. Oh, it's in, but nope. Okay, we're not in gear. It's not liking first. Assume that's second, I hope. Third, fourth, reverse. That almost touches the seat. You don't want to be a middle passenger in this sucker. You might get your thigh squished. Oh, there we go. We found first. Taking a little bit of time though. Yeah, that's gonna have to be a violent shift, if a shift at all. But anyways, that's the interior. Pretty simplistic. Not bad, but not too great. This window kind of rolls down. Rolling it up is the painful part. I guess not too bad anymore. But yeah, pretty good in here. Go ahead and hop out. You got your steps to get up there. Go ahead and shut this up. Ooh, I don't like that noise. Right back here, we have an old Lincoln arc welder. I don't know too much about welders, but this one doesn't belong to me. My brother is supposed to have it taken off at some point, and I'll find something to fill this gap here after it's gone. And we got this old work bed. It's got the company's name on the back still. Powers Utility Bodies. And it looks like it's a... This one says something about Denver and this and that. Not bad. And we got our little tow and hitch here. That'll help out a lot. You can run some electricity here. I think that welder doubles up as a generator. So you can run some power tools off of here. You got your vise. The vise is also not mine, so I'll have to get a new one once my brother takes that one. Back here, I've just been it came with most of this metal back here. This old battery, a Dynastart. Okay. Just some stuff I've thrown back here, like that cooler and these couple rims. So it's almost become sort of storage at this point. Got a bit of primer set down here. The rust is pretty bad right here. I'm hoping at some point I can find someone that might be able to patch this up. Patch up most of this rust, because as far as body parts go, I can't really seem to find a darn thing for a C50. They are not very popular in the aftermarket body parts world. And something I thought was really cool. I didn't notice this for a while, but I assume this work utility bed wasn't really wide enough for a truck of this stature. I don't know what it would have gone on instead, but it wasn't wide enough with these dualies. Part of these dualies would have stuck out. So whoever owned it before me and my brother decided to take this piece of stock tank here. And they cut it up to size and kind of made a fill-in. Wide body C50 almost. And welded some stuff up here to keep it on. And they just made it a new fender. This old C50 so that the dualies didn't stick out. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to talk about. It's seen better days. Obviously, this door here needs welded back on. You can see in there. I've had to use a strap to hold this sucker down, because instead of a lock, you tighten a nut on there and keep that down. A lot of ingenuity with this one. Right here, you got your fuel tank over here. I assume this is an air tank or something of the sort. Yeah, and there's some more primer here. It's got rust bad. This door is about to blow away. Pretty nasty hit on something there. You can look under here, and that's a decent drive shaft. That sucker's a two-piecer. And the exhaust. This exhaust right here. One's hanging lower than the other, and they're being held on by wire. It comes straight out in the mufflers here. Ay, ay, ay. One hell of a working truck, I'll tell you that much. Oh, man. 3 holes in here for this mirror. Little stabilizer used to be down here. It's broken off. Another interesting detail in here is you got your fender here again, and you go ahead and take a little peek in here, and you have a Bluetooth shock. Didn't know they made those. It's pretty good. That should be all right for another 2,000 miles there. Next oil change. That'll do well. This thing's built pretty well solid. Minus the rust and such, but I have given this one a name as well, like all my other vehicles. This one is Dolly Partson. I cracked myself up. Front end here is okay. I just wish they wouldn't use so much plastic. This sucker got absolutely destroyed by some hail or something at some point. And this emblem here is just a piece of aluminum that's been glued on here. It's warped and stuff throughout the years. But we do have these nice glass headlights here. I do prefer glass headlights over everything. You got your turn signals here. They've been smoked as well. This side too, they've done poor man's repair of some sort here. You can see down in there the bulbs and the wires. She's a mess. I'll admit it. Up here on the roof, we've got a lot of towing lights up here, and they got smoked out at some point too. Ay caramba. But for the most part, that's my C50 here, and not a whole lot else to talk about. Thought I'd just get a video out on it. Hopefully, with a little more time and repairs, we can get the old girl back up and going. Use her for moving stuff. I have a lot of cars and stuff. If I ever had to take them on a long trip somewhere, go to a convention or something, this would probably be the rig to move them. But for now, she's just a giant paperweight with a anchor in the engine bay. So, with that being said, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button if you did, and please consider subscribing. God bless you, and bye.